Upscale Media Group presents In the Lane Sports with my man D. Rizzo, the Freak, and Jerome Lane.
Yes, sir.
The first, we talking about three topics today. First, the NFL Super Bowl with Philadelphia and Kansas City. Then we're going to talk a little bit of high school sports. And then we're going to hit that Memphis thing with the cops. So please stay tuned. Don't go away and listen to what Rizzo and the Freak and Rome got to say.
That's right. All right, Ron, what you got? Let's talk about Super Bowl 57 coming up at you. What's happening? What we got? We know who the contenders are.
Well, first of all, I handle Philly. We know Philly's favorite. What, 1.5 or something like that.
Yeah.
And Philly's defense, man, is ferocious. So I hope Mahomes' legs is all right because they coming, man. That front four is, man.
It is massive.
And that one, what's the one dude for Philly? Number 7? Oh, man, I don't know. What do you play? Play every all around on the defense.
Right. Yeah,
So what you think, Freak, about Philly?
Well, Philly, first of all, I like to say congratulations to both teams and congratulations to the quarterbacks. First time in the history there are two African-American quarterbacks at the same time in the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. So right there is a win-win situation for us.
Right.
Last time a black man won the Super Bowl was what? Doug Williams?
Dougie.
Right. First time he started, and wait, and we're going to come back to you, Rome, but that happened to be 35 years ago.
35 years ago.
Something else happened 35 years ago, too. But
Jerome Lane cracked that backboard up in Pitt. That's a good year, so imagine that.
Dougie won it 35 years?
35 years ago.
So that's a long time. So we got two African-American in the Super Bowl.
And I'm going to take a second to jump in on that. So, fellas, we've only had 8 black quarterbacks start the Super Bowl in 57 years. Steve McNair, McNabb, Kaepernick, Russell Wilson, Cam Newton, and, of course, Mahomes and Hurts. So, again, 1988.
So 2 out of those have already 3 with Mahomes, Russell Wilson,
and
Doug Williams.
Well, the way the league is going, we're going to have many more. We're going to have many more because the league is changing, so making it so fast.
They finally caught up to us. They can't deny us.
Right. They got to. The way the system is ran, football system is ran, you got to have one thing there at quarterback.
So we no longer wide receivers and defensive cornerbacks. We can actually play quarterback.
Or quarterback turn tight end or wide out. Don't forget that now.
That's what I'm talking
Now
about.
with Kansas City now, they kind of in trouble because you got to think about they got 3 receivers that's down. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They got Mahomes' ankle. Mm-hmm. Then you got Miko Harden.
Right.
His pelvis.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Juju Smith.
I like Juju.
Swollen knee. And then you got Kadarius Toney, sprained ankle. So that's their whole receiving crew. So look, I'm glad they got 2 weeks to heal up. To heal up because it ain't going to be a real game if they need at least 2 of those 3 to have any of a chance.
One thing about Andy Reid, he got a plan.
Yeah, but I know, but you still got to have some receivers.
Well, they got a tight end. That's a receiver, too.
Well, I mean, but your core receivers is out. So, I mean, now we just double team him.
That is true.
Well, they said the same thing when they lost Tyreek Hill. They plug and play. They got some backups that we don't know about that's ready to step up. With Mahomes, all you got to do is be there.
Yeah,
and he's going to get you the ball.
Losing Tyreek Hill, man, I thought that was a big losing him. I thought they weren't going to do anything because he would throw it to 10 yards at him. He'd go for 90, 70. So I thought that was a big blow. Mahomes still recovered, man.
He did.
I think it'd be all right, with the medicine and the shots and the 2 weeks.
Yeah, the 2 weeks really give him a because let's think it's go like a swollen knee. We know 2 weeks. That'll be gone, yeah, because that take about 10 days really for the swelling and go down.
Ice and all that.
You know that pelvis now. I don't know about that. That's kind of
pelvis could be rough.
And, the high ankle sprain, same thing. Mahomes got so they say at least get 2. I just don't know about that pelvis.
With Philly, they're tough. I really like Philly. I like what Jaylen Hurts has done this year, and their running back, he's tough. Their defense, though, is awesome.
That man, Philly's man defense is off the chain.
They're all over everywhere.
No. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying if they could contain Mahomes, man, because I don't think he can take off running like he been doing. I don't care if you give him 2 weeks. He's still not going to be the same.
No, he's not going to be.
He might still walk in there about 75, 80.
Yeah, but they said that when he came back in the game, too.
When he played San Francisco? I mean, when they played
Jaguars.
The Jaguars.
All he needs is 2 or 3 steps, and that ball's coming out.
Yeah, but what about when he want to take? I remember he used to take off running.
He gonna run. He gonna forget about that ankle, just like he did when he did that 15-yard scramper and got that first down. He gonna run.
You saw
it's
it.
The Super Bowl.
Yeah, he gonna have to do something crazy.
So Rizzo, who you got?
You know what? NFC East. It pains me to say.
I know it do because they in the same conference as Dallas. I know it's killing him to say Philly. Just say it.
No.
Dallas is not in it. Take Philly because they're in the same conference. Go ahead.
Okay.
We'll accept
we would
that.
like a win out the NFC East. And again, I think part of the challenge, you got Jalen Hurts. What do you got? 15, 16 rushing touchdowns. So that's going to really – them boys better be ready, man, because this joker take off in a minute.
Yeah, but Kansas City got a linebacker that's going to spy.
So who you got, Freak? Who you got, Freak?
I mean,
I got both of them.
No,
I can't lose.
Come on.
Hey,
I can't lose.
You doing it.
I can't lose. I got both of them.
So, Rome, you missed last week. We had the Ed Reed discussion. He was against Ed Reed. Then he got back on the this dude, teeter and totter, man.
Why was you against Ed Reed? I just want to know what was. You thought Ed was wrong?
Pick a side.
He didn't tell the whole story. If he's going to tell something, he needs to tell the truth.
Pick a side. Pick a side.
Let me explain to you.
Yeah.
When we was talking about Ed Reed,
right?
I was a coach.
Right.
So a coach has a different opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at it from a coach's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, I wanted to let them know as a father and as a man, I'm on his side. But when you wear multiple hats, you have to explain each situation, and that's what I broke it down to them. And then when I finally told them about the man and a father, they understood why my opinion was what it was.
Okay.
And like I say, with Kansas City and Philly,
that's Jerome that can't control his phone.
well, that's that.
All right. Mute the phone, man.
I don't know. For real though, I like Kansas City.
No,
it's just something about Kansas City.
I just got. Okay, go ahead.
It's rare when you first time you go to Super Bowl that you win because of the experience. You figure all this hype, the stuff that they're not used to going through, the families, the tickets, the interviews, and everything. Kansas City, this is the third time.
Kansas City is third time out of 4 years
at the Super Bowl. They've been through it.
3 out of 4. But
they've been through it. And
well, on this one, I'm gonna have to go with the old schoolers. What they say: offense win what games, defense win championship.
That's what they say.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go with Philly.
Yeah, look at the Ravens.
I'm gonna have to go with Philly.
The offense was a bust, but the Ravens was on top.
Okay, so we all got our picks.
Yeah,
man.
I'm going with Dallas. Dallas, we're gonna win this.
Man, hey, man. You almost like, well, at least y'all won since 96. Wasn't it 96?
That was 96. You didn't have to say that. You didn't have to say that.
So I know y'all won a Super Bowl, man, but y'all almost in the same boat as the Browns.
Wrong.
Next year.
What the hell? What did you just say?
Next year.
Oh, no.
Next year.
No, you know
next
what?
Year.
Rome he's thinking it's basketball.
Man.
I would have never said that.
It is what it is.
You can't even bring the Browns up on the score.
So you said, okay, well, at least the Browns kill us hardly. Dallas kill y'all softly. They make y'all look at the playoffs and
right.
be all hype.
Right.
They get
so
put out
rather
the first
be 4-12.
Because I know I ain't going. and then hope I'm going to win a Super Bowl.
Right. We just try to get to the playoffs. But it's all good.
Crazy.
It's all good.
That's crazy there, bro.
You ready to the next topic?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, we're going to talk about a little bit about high school sports. Well, we're going to talk about, just give it the standings for high school sports freaks since you got. Tell them the standings for high
Akron
school.
City.
No. Define sports, though.
No, we talk about Akron City
Akron
Series.
City
I'm sorry. We talk about Akron City Series.
What sport?
Basketball.
Because I'm really confused with this basketball, man.
Man, I got all my basketball gear on. How you confused?
No, I know it was basketball. I'm just looking at
I'm
just looking at what we doing in the city series, man. You got
as the kids would say, duh.
do that. Don't do that. Don't.
Dad, really?
Don't
I
do
got
that.
basketball stuff on, and you think I'm gonna talk football?
I don't like you doing
It's
it. I
basketball
really don't
season, Dad.
I don't like you doing it.
Akron City Series.
That's right, freak. Tell us the standings, freak.
Bookville sitting at top at 9-4. East also at top at 9-4. Ellet is 4-6. Firestone 3-10. Garfield, I don't know what's going on with Garfield.
Didn't they forfeit?
I think they forfeit the season.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that, man.
Yeah, I believe it was
Mexico.
the whole season.
We have not enough players.
Did he say Did he miss the basketball?
No, I
guy?
think it is
No, I didn't hear about it.
controversy and a couple fights here and there, altercations.
So they just canceled
They
it.
canceled the whole season, especially with Kenmore coming in. They really wasn't set with the new school and all like that, so they canceled the whole season. North is 0-15.
So North back to the old North.
Yes,
I
but
thought-
No, not the old North.
No.
Stop, hold on.
old enough.
No.
Hey, man.
Hold on.
When I coached basketball, I always said if I lost to North, I'm not coaching no more. If I lose to North, I quit.
Okay, I'm thinking of the '80s when we had all the stars. There, shout out to my main man Bruce Alexander and all those.
Yeah, no. See, they ain't had no Bruce team, but no.
no.
But last year, either last or 2 years ago, they had a good team. Dude had a good team, man. Because they beat
that was,
Bookville. Because remember, it might have been 2 years ago. They
2 years
beat
ago.
Bookville and was in the city championship, I think.
It was.
Yeah, well,
It was a
Yeah,
couple
so
years
I'm
ago.
just saying,
Yes.
I thought dudes made good stride turning it
Right,
around.
right.
But,
They were.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, they tallest players like 5'2", right?
Norris fucking tall, man. Stop it.
No, they got a couple players that's actually
But
6 feet.
it's almost believable with all them foreigners over there.
Oh,
That's where he went. That's why he said 5 foot.
Yeah, they
I wasn't
taking over
gonna go
you.
there.
he did.
You
I
almost
would-
might be right.
Well,
We're gonna drop it right there.
I see why
PG,
East is
PG.
9-4. Now check this out: 6'1" power forward, 5'10" point guard, 6'1" small forward,
That's a nice piece.
6 feet guard, 6'4" power forward center, 6 feet forward, 6'1" forward, 6
They
feet
6'3",
guard.
6'2", 6'3" on everything.
East is big.
So you
For high
trying to
school.
tell me, but Bookville's big too,
Yes.
but they got those special players from all over. So I
Yes.
mean, kind of like
That makes a difference.
Kind of like unfair, But are you
But-
telling me?
but the same thing.
But you told me that the first time East and Bookville played, they gave East the win when they forfeited.
Yes.
They gave East the win.
They was up, right?
But the last time they
were up,
played,
that's
Bookville
why.
beat them by 20, right?
Right.
It wasn't even close.
They couldn't go the whole game, so they stopped it right. They didn't even let them.
No, but the way he talking, right? I'm looking at talking about the standings, like they gave East that
They
forfeit
did.
win.
They did. But see, that doesn't, the height, I brought that in, that doesn't mean anything. St. V is number 1 in the state. They beat Sierra Brownies, James,
Yeah.
the other day. And now, Sierra, their players, 6'3",
They higher than that.
6'6",
They got
6'8",
6'8",
6'9".
Yeah, but Sierra got players.
They recruit them.
Yeah, they got
I mean,
players.
Yeah,
from
that's what I'm
Vegas,
saying.
New
So
York,
height,
Florida, man.
height,
Alabama.
height really doesn't matter if you believe and you play the game the right way. And that's what St. V did. They slowed them down and moved that ball around. Bookville plays that same type. They athletic and they get up and down the court, but when they have to, they pull it down, pull it out, and run fundamental basketball.
Well, the difference, man, you got to think about Drew. Hell of a coach. Got to give him his damn credit.
Hell of a coach. You
He's
need
the
a coach.
best to adjust to another team at the best. So if I was anybody, like if I was playing them, if they're going to be in the same region as far as going to the state Division 1, 2, whatever they,
Right.
2 or 3, whatever, don't play Drew in regular season. Wait
Right,
till
so
you
he
get-
can't-
Wait
right.
till you get to.
He gonna figure you out.
No, it's a difference, Rizzo, when you play somebody and you're looking at a film.
Right.
It's whole completely different.
Totally
So
different.
man, don't play Drew because he'll figure you out. Then he
That's
got
what
you.
I'm saying. Yeah.
He got you. You playing.
Yeah.
So I got he the best adjustment maker, but I give Dent a lot of credit. Dent is good. I mean, Dent is good with run, getting his players run up tempo. Trapping. Make you get out your game.
Right. Make mistakes.
That's good stuff there.
Okay, but another thing we want to talk about high school sports, not getting off totally of, is that me and Freak and we was discussing with Rizzo is that we see National Signing Day was yesterday.
Correct.
And man, I see so many football players getting scholarships at D1s. And then I just say, why our basketball players can't? They go through the same curriculum, they going through the same classes, they going through the same. But our basketball players can't get no D1 scholarships nowhere, man. And football is getting them all day long. I know it's more players, but golly, we can't get like 4 or 5 D1 players a year. We can't get none.
I think that the bigger schools or the schools that's recruiting the basketball
Regional. They going right. Then go ahead.
they are certain when they recruit. They look at certain high schools. So it depends on what graphic you are, what school you go to. That's what basketball players give out the D1 unless you're exceptional and you get that write-up. Whereas football, especially in Ohio sends a lot of players to D1 in football, whereas in basketball, it's rare. California probably sent a lot of kids to D1 because it's supposed to be known as a basketball state.
Yeah, but I'm not asking for a whole lot. I'm just saying, I'm talking about in the city series. First of all, the college coach gonna come if you're a qualifier, which you got the grades, you got everything to qualify to get to a Division I. They're gonna come look at you first before you look at the dude that's averaging 25 and not a qualifier.
How many does St. V send every year to D1?
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure they probably send about 3 or 4
Why?
a year.
Why?
It's a machine.
Coaching, recruiting. What else you want me to say?
It's a machine.
It's nationally known. St. V travels.
No, but that don't mean.
Yes, it makes a difference.
Known for,
it makes a difference.
So you trying to tell me East High School is nationally known?
No.
Well, how they got? I just seen they signed 5 football players yesterday.
That's football.
Yeah, but
basketball does not recruit.
All I'm asking is,
basketball does not recruit
series,
like
we can't get 1 or 2, 3 players a year.
No.
Why not?
Because they don't recruit like that.
Just they do. They got to go to. First of all, they got to go to damn school. Got to go get the things you need to qualify, and I guarantee they'll start being the city series.
Thank you. That's what I was waiting to hear. That's why we can't get D1 basketball players. The grades, their attitude,
and the coach pushing.
The coach ain't gonna push it. Push for what? If you don't come to class,
the coach got to push.
And then
the coach got to have
a reason. And then these kids do not understand social media. Everything they put on social media,
they're watching it.
They see it. They see it.
But I thought these days, like in college, they shut you down. You're not allowed to be on social media in college.
But you got to get there.
High school, they ain't shut you down?
No.
You are not allowed to go on social media.
Some schools might.
None.
All right.
Remember, dude got suspended. Remember in the tournament last year for going on social media talking about another player or something. They
just
suspended
pulled
him.
Florida's player's scholarship. They just pulled him.
So you can't go. They put
high school.
They ain't messing with it. But that's what they need to do in high school.
That's what they need. Yeah, college they do, but high school I don't think they do.
Because the social media is probably the main reason starting the fights at the school because they in school texting back what they're going to do.
Well, that's true.
Right.
What I'm going to drop on you and all that. Now that goes to social media. So now they cut that out. I guarantee you just cut down some of these violent fights at games.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to read about it. A referee told me yesterday that middle school game, parents got to arguing, got to fighting, beat a man to death in the stands at a middle school game.
He beat him to death?
Beat him to death someplace in Vermont. I haven't had a chance to research it and read up on it. But this is what a ref told me. He told me to Google it. Vermont basketball middle school. So that's, this basketball parents are messing up the game, and the kids take the lead from the parents. I tell my parents in a meeting, sit in the stands, let me argue with the refs, and enjoy your child.
Right.
Watch the game.
Right.
Because if you start riding the refs, we're not going to get no calls.
Ain't getting nothing.
It's my job to ride the refs. Enjoy your child.
That's one person you can't beat is the ref.
You can't beat them.
Can't beat him no way.
You can't change their mind.
Oh my God! Once they get,
that
on their bad side, you
You're done.
I'm telling you on that long as you coaching.
That's true.
As long as he rep your game.
A ref can tear your game up.
Yes.
Wow.
Take you out of it. But it should be a good series between Bookdoor and the East.
Well, we know they're gonna be in the championship, but if they lost by 20 the last time, because I heard Bookdoor didn't have their best player the first time.
They didn't.
So we'll see when they play the third time.
They need to play at a neutral site.
Oh yeah.
Don't they play? Oh, they're gonna play. Usually play at Firestone, don't they?
Yeah. They need to play. I don't
They've
know.
been subject to
I don't know where they
criticism,
could
too.
go where it's just the
Akron
rival, and then it's West Side,
You talking
East
about Akron,
Side.
something like that, a venue like they used to have?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Where all the parents are right there together.
We got to figure that one out.
Okay, the third topic of the day is we're going to talk about the Memphis. We're just getting a little off sports. Today we wanted to have a community talk with the beating of the guy, Tyre
Nichols.
Yeah, Tyre Nichols, which it was 5 black police officers that beat him. But what's my understanding, and what I can't understand is, with all the cameras and everything's going on now, I can't even believe that cops can even think about doing this crazy stuff right now. That was the unbelievable part. And then a black man beating another black man like that? Golly. Where's the justice?
Yeah.
There is no justice.
That's what I'm saying. We like Martin Lawrence with his own he had his car on bricks in front of the police station. Where is the justice, man?
There is none. And when they put that uniform on, they think they're above the law because so many of their brotherhoods have gotten off for doing the same thing. So they lost it. They didn't care. And they ain't nothing going to happen to me. I'm a policeman.
Well, they seen something going to happen because they going to jail.
In this society, in today's society, after what happened in Minnesota, finally they're cracking down on them. And from my understanding, I haven't did a lot of reading because coming from when I grew up, being in the marches and all like that, seeing the beating, seeing the police get away with stuff, it just irritates me. It irritates me, and it's like, well, what do we do? How do we stop this? How do we control this? How can we get better? And Martin used to say, hey, you got to keep walking, keep knocking on doors, keep marching, and keep praying.
Because if you got 5 police officers, right? 2 of them can hold your legs and your arms. And you don't need to. Why you got to beat him? That's just the crazy part, man. What do you get out of that?
Is it true that it's all because of a girl?
So
he was messing with the Tyre. Was it Tyre?
Tyre.
He was messing with one of the police officers' girl.
Supposed to be a wife or ex-wife. And for the record, that is the discussion, rumors. I don't think any of it has been substantiated.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, it hasn't been substantiated. But just to go back to the terminations, and then I'm going to allude to my point. 5 individuals were arrested, charged with second-degree murders. They pulled them over originally for reckless driving. This is called the Scorpion Unit. So there's a 6th officer, Preston Hempfield, who was a white officer that originally pulled him over. He was relieved of his duties. At that point, Mr. Nichols broke out of the car and ran, and the white officer, Preston Hempfield, was stating, and I quote, that he hopes they stomp his ass.
What?
Yeah, this is what he said. And he has been, he was chasing Nichols, but he was not fired, and he stated that they should have pursued him. He had some other conversation with other individuals, and they pulled the body cam, and all this was substantiated. So the question is, you got the 5 black officers that were fired immediately. You've got Preston Hempfield, who is a white officer, heavyset white guy, that did not get fired. He was just relieved of his duties. I don't know.
What about the EMS people? Why did they get fired?
Probably put him on the desk.
Because they didn't. Exactly right. Because they didn't perform their duties from their standpoint of
To
it.
try to save him?
Correct.
They just sat there and watched?
I think it was 20 to 30 minutes. I don't have
Before they did anything?
That's a fair statement. They may have they were on the scene, but to actually try to do what they needed to do was a long delay. So 3 EMS, a lieutenant, and 2 officers. One was white. They were fired, and I believe there's a couple of sergeants or ranking officers that's supposed to be.
So it was personal.
To get beat like that had
It
to
was-
be
it was
personal.
personal.
Come on, man.
Yeah, we gotta.
It was personal.
I don't want to. I mean, without additional information,
It was
coming out-
personal.
Well, I mean, we can speculate, of course.
I'm not speculating nothing. It was personal.
Yeah.
It was personal.
Well, let's get to this speculation, Jaylen Walker. Okay,
Well,
getting to this point. They doing what lawyers do is, you know how they try to backlog it, man. If we drag this out for another year, you know the public forget about it. They won't
Right.
know nothing
Right.
about it. Then it won't be as cool. Man, them goddamn police officers supposed to be fired too.
Yes.
They supposed to be fired right now.
Yes.
And the people of Akron are right. They should be fucking off to work. How they working? There's no way they should be working.
It's amazing that the brass, if you will, so they allowed the individuals to come back. And keep in mind, none of those names have been released as of yet. We know every one of those 5 black officers' names. We know how long they've been on the job. We know all of that. We don't know anybody about Jaylen Walker.
Nothing. You're right.
It's the city. It's the color.
It's the city, it's the color. So we got to ask, we've got a new mayoral race coming up. We're not going to get into that now. That's going to be coming in the next couple of weeks. But will there be a change? Will there be a change?
People have to stand fast, continue to keep it in their prayers, in their thoughts, and in the public eye. Just like Jerome said, they want it to die down. So we have to keep the pressure on.
Got to keep the pressure.
Got to keep the pressure.
Because I know if I'm in the Walker family, I'm upset.
Oh, you mad every day?
I'm upset. Yeah. No, I'm upset because they treating us like we stupid, dumb. You know, like we know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? We know you're trying to hide, camouflage, whatever you're trying to do. But we need to know something. We need to know some names. We need to know everything that's going on, and they need to be fired.
And, for the attorney general and the special prosecutors to say, we're not certain if there's enough information to bring charges, and you've got a video that's been released. This is unbelievable to me.
Who's their lawyer?
The Walker family?
Yes.
They have a gentleman. He's not a national.
But he's not from here, though.
No, I think he's from here, but he's not a national civil rights attorney, but he's from here.
No, they need one of those.
Yeah.
They need one of those that's going to get up on the YouTube, on the TV.
Right, jump up. Yeah.
And jump up and down and bring some hype.
They need more than that.
I know we want some justice, bottom line. And I know Silver Sue will, help soothe a little pain. But we just want some justice. And I would say hurry up and give it to us. Tell us something.
It's been 8 months.
Tell us something.
It's 8 months now? July it happened? Yeah. So, they're going to, nothing's going to happen before the election. I can just tell you that. Ain't nothing going to happen in May or June.
Oh, no question.
Yeah, this is going to happen. Anything going to happen after the election.
No question.
Whoever's the mayor,
Get
ready.
Then they're going to start talking about how they're going to help.
Oh, yeah.
How they're going to do this for them.
Now what
Get
we
their
need
votes
to do,
because they're going to want them votes.
what we need to do is have a stance. Black folks need to come in and whoever's wanting to run for office, and there needs to be some type of agenda sign, some type of things in place to, hey, this is what you're running on, this is what we expect from you, and we hold your feet to the fire.
That's the bottom line.
That's what needs to happen. There was a lot of challenges when the orange hair guy ran for office, and Ice Cube and others met with him to try to sort out an agenda, black agenda, if you will. And some individuals saying, oh, this is that was sold out. But I think there needs to be a conversation with individuals that are running for those type of offices and hold them accountable. We don't get held accountable. I mean, I'm one to believe if you don't do what you need to do as an elected official,
you don't need to be elected.
out. That's what I believe.
So how many people we got running? Like 7 or 8?
We have 8
people running
for mayor. 8.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot.
For mayor, that's a whole lot of people.
Ooh, some names I know, some I've never heard of.
That's a lot of votes going to get split up.
Yes.
More than that. It's not only going to split the vote, but people say, I ain't even worry about it. So you're going to lose when you got that many people running. You're going to lose people. People ain't going to even show up.
2 vote.
Think about it.
Dang.
Think about it. Yeah.
Okay, we would like to end of the day, but we would like to give a shout out to Reality Solutions that sponsors. They do waterproofing. They give you a great job and will beat any price you got. The number is 330-992-9291, 330-992-9291. Please check out Reality Solutions Waterproofing.
And thank you there, Rome. Thank you there. We want to also, if you have any desires to be a part of the show or for sponsorship opportunities, you can reach Upscale Media, Upscale Entertainment at 330-249-1299. Again, 330-249-1299.
All right, D. Brizzle. All right, Freak. And this is Jerome Lane signing off.
Signing off, y'all. All right, holla.